Brawler has a lot more true comboing and just doesn't really focus on really being able to play around movement as well. Yes, they have like a really good nair and stuff like that, but if it gets beaten out by a good up B, it can be really hard.
Right, and now we're seeing the start on PS2 for Game 1 here. I'm kind of expecting it might be a little bit of shades of what we saw before then. Something I called out before is this is a really good Mii Brawler stage. You get those consistent upbeat combos at around 70, 80%, just getting it off the platform. Bayonetta does have good options and good kill confirms here. The platforms are good for extending her combos, but when you have such a strong kill option available to you as your opponent, I don't know if I would be personally leaving this open and Yeast making full advantage of it. The back air going to take it kind of early there at 119 post-hit.
Yeah, that definitely was not a good situation to be in, just as a whole. Trying to get out, but every time getting hit for it, and had to DI out, but if you're DIing out and get hit by a back air, you're dying earlier.
Oh, great find there with the side B. The back air going to come through too, not quite enough to kill. Once again, we're in this position where Bayonetta, struggling to kill, does find the up tilt into the back air. And that'll put us back at fairly even stocks, only 13%, and building that right up on Yeast with a quick little combo.
Yeah, Lust is definitely showing his signs of life in this matchup now. Just as a whole, before it was looking really rough, but now Lust is looking stronger. Not going to be able to secure the stock. Way too early for that. But, ooh, barely getting out of there alive, but... oh my god, there's just so much that can potentially kill here, and Lust is just getting out of there.
Thank God for my extended air dodge. I do love Bat Within, sir. That gets me out of every bad situation. And if you didn't have that one there, that was curtains for the Bayonetta. Yeast, though, finds the tech chase again. The Bat Within coming through, but not enough to save you, going right back into the Flying Fists. And that is a stock lead for Yeast now.
Yeah, but, you know, it's still looking pretty even. Just really needs to get this stock relatively soon, or...
oh,
okay, not dead yet, not dead yet.
Couple of more percent and that would have been it, but Lust now trying to fly a little bit lower. Does not really want to deal with any more Thrupper situations, but it doesn't matter what the Thrupper's going to do, because they're the neutral B for you, and the Flying Fists of Fury taking it very cleanly for you there.
Yeah, Lust just... I feel like the disadvantage state was just not there completely, as Yeast was taking full advantage of everything that was going on.
Yeah, so now I'm a little bit interested to see whether we're going to be seeing almost a complete mirror of that last set, or if we're going to go to a different stage this time. We saw Small Battlefield as the stage of choice for the counter pick. Now I'm curious to see it is going to be the exact same stage. So what adaptation can we have now that we're on the momentum, now that we've lost a set? How can we make this time turn out in our favor?
And you also have one more game to work with as well, so, you know, you need that adaptation, and you need it sooner rather than later.
Right now, though, Yeast, definitely the star of the show, getting some good combos started. Lust has kept the percent even at this point, but that's a strong opener for Yeast, getting the down throw forward air. Looking for more, too, trying to find these combo starters, and Lust, every time you see something connection, there's an attempt to make a follow-up happen, but it's just not quite connecting in the same way, and you're forced to retreat time and time again.
Oh, and Yeast getting a little bit of an up smash there. I'm not sure if it was completely intentional, but, you know, gonna be putting Lust in a bad position. Oh my god. Trying to get a push off there or something, but, you know, able to get back into neutral, but not for very long, as Yeast is gonna be able to get another up smash.
Very close to dying to that smash. We're seeing the flip kick come through. Lust trying to catch it, but once again, something we saw against Pharaoh. Yeast ready to reverse it with an up B. That Thrupper's such a killer. And now, one stock down, Lust. Gotta make something happen before this lead gets out of hand.
And it's looking like it's getting out of hand right now. Getting out of there with the Bats Within and maybe getting the stock. No, not going to be able to get the back air, but we'll be able to get a forward throw, putting them in a bad position, but going high again.
If I don't got me, I know my Bats Within got me. Gonna find the up tilt back air. 60% built up. Definitely not hard for Bayonetta to make back up, especially when you're gonna whiff a Thrupper like that. And just like that, off of this extended combo, 43% right out of the bag. One more hit, and the stocks are even.
Yeah, and there's the even.
Okay, almost, and at the perfect percent there too for a Thrupper combo. Gonna make it happen, but no. Reads the air dodge, goes for the back air, trying to send Lust far off stage. But these up tilts are going the wrong way, and dash attack gonna come through, breaking space, but the trade of the spike in the up air, and it goes out for Lust. Yeast gonna go down in stocks, a trade that you do not want to see happen.
Oh, for sure, but Lust is going to take this to the bank, as hopefully they're going to be able to get a little bit more damage. Please don't run into that. Okay, thank you.
A little greedy, perhaps.
For sure, a little bit, but Lust is going to be able to make it back, but eating the down B, surviving a little bit more, and just being sent to the stratosphere again and again.
Oh, Yeast having the right positioning, but not the call-out option. Forward throw going to come through now for Lust, and if we can find the stock, we're going to have to see something we haven't seen a lot this set. Yeast fighting from behind. That said, going to be able to find the kill option, and now at 91%, this is the moment where you have to show your proficiency with this character. You have to show that, yes, Lust has been adapting, but how can you adapt to the adaptation? How can you get your combos, and how can you work around bad situations?
And Yeast is showing just that, as the up B not going to kill just yet, but still putting Lust in a terrible position as these percents are coming together slowly but surely and getting more and more percent. Yeast really building up this just like momentum as a whole.
I think if the entirety of the Thrupper, that might have been it. Oh, up tilt, not quite going to connect into the back air cleanly. And now Yeast, such a good opportunity to make this comeback a reality. The afterburner kick going to be the one to get it. Witch Twist not going to send anywhere, and it's the back air coming out of nowhere. The heel gun to the face will be enough to take that from Lust. And hey, we got a game on the board, something we didn't get last time.
Yeah, but you still need to win 2 more.
Difficult thing to do. We did see Yeast nearly making that comeback there. A lot of why that game got so close was that lucky spike trade that you just saw there. Without that, I think it probably pretty handily would have gone to Yeast. So even with the adaptation, Yeast kind of had the upper hand most of that game, just getting caught out by that back air there. Definitely had the chance to close that game out, and now the counter pick coming back through the very strong stage of PS2 from Brawler.
Yeah, but let's see this adaptation. I want to see more. And hopefully we will be able to see more, because Lust playing exceptionally well. I don't want to see them lose simply because they didn't, I feel like, play the matchup completely correctly. This is definitely going really well for them in terms of how they're playing, but when it goes like that, they really need to work on like the disadvantage in those really key moments.
The base knockback of Brawler back air is really good, and when you're off stage as far as that, it can kill, especially when you're already at a fairly high percent. He's making full advantage of this stage once again, and almost at the point where you can lap Lust with a single good combo, and just like that, not quite going to see it, but gets the pick back up, gets another pick back up, goes for the flurry of fists, but it's not going to work out. And now we're just at even percents, but not even stocks.
Yeah, but that's probably the worst part, as we are no longer at even percent and not even close to even stock, as Yeast finding the up smash, going to be able to bring this to a last stock. But hopefully we'll see a little bit more adaptation. Yeast going high once more. We'll see if they're going to be able to bring this a little bit closer than, 3 stocks, but Yeast is not making this easy.
At this point, given the rage and given the percents, it might not even have the opportunity to get to the point of a possible comeback. Yeast might just be able to do this one straight out, but no, a great Witch Time combo that's not actually going to kill. Yeast, another chance on life, definitely able to close things out here, looking for it too. The down throw, trying to wait, and finds the last hit of the Thrupper, a 3 stock. And you can see Lust kind of just accepting that one, kind of just has to.
Yeah, that was definitely a tough position to be in. It was just one thing after another, and not getting the sweet spot on that back air was definitely not helping whatsoever.
A lot of great play from Yeast, and you could see Lust trying to do things here and there. I'm really surprised that Witch Time back air didn't kill, but Yeast is certainly happy it didn't. The 3 stock to make it happen, that's just really nice, honestly.
Yeah. We're going to see more of this, hopefully. I really want to see Lust take this to game 5, but I'm not too hopeful. It's like Yeast have just been pulling away with so much momentum right now, and I really want them to, like Lust in general, to be able to pull through and bring this back just for them.
Lust, I think, gonna need a little bit of some miracles that came through in that initial game that they took this set, but he's got a big hill to climb, and Yeast trying to make that hill even bigger, trying to get there faster with the thruppers. Up air's coming through like nobody's business, and an up smash saying, get off me. 40% only built up, a 50% lead right now. Let's see how Lust responds.
Oh, catching the jump is Lust, but not going to be able to capitalize. Be coming back to stage and getting away from that up smash, but Yeast trying to secure as best as possible, just barely whiffing those flurries.
Forward throw gonna come through, not quite high enough percent to kill, but good positioning option. Yeast, I think a miss input sending out that forward smash. Does find the back air though, wrong way. 132 and sharking for this final option, looking for it. Both players looking for their kill options here. Grab possibly an overcommitment, but Yeast not gonna be able to capitalize on it, and that's the jab coming out from mid stage. I don't think this kills. No, Yeast got a little bit more time left.
Oh, but this should take it. Yep, gonna be able to take it with the jabs is Lust, so, you know, finally getting a lead that was much needed coming into this game.
There it is, though, the last hit of the Thrupper. Yeast very tactical at finding those, like a homing missile coming through with those, but a side B coming through. And now, percents are even once again on the second stock, and Yeast known to run away with these leads.
Yeah, but, you know, hopefully... Oh, getting the spike! And not landing on the stage or getting the landing hit. Lust gonna be able to secure that stock very well. So gonna be evening things out really well and getting a lead of their own. Lust will be able to bring this. Oh, not getting the kill, but this should still be able to do it. No, Lust gonna be actually letting Yeast come back, but still this advantage state is huge for Lust right now.
This is a huge momentum swing the other way. Yeast, though, so good at calling out those options. Just barely able to hang on there. Lust trying to find more and building up more and more percent. These spikes have been doing so much to help Lust out. And Yeast has been lapped in percent. Last stock available. You got to be playing this careful and safe. Not going to get hit by the grab. Going to get caught here, though. Not close enough for it to kill. But needs options and does not have a lot of them.
Yeah, so hopefully Lust will be able to secure this out and bring this to game 5. But, yo, oh my goodness, gonna be up being straight out of the side B. So Yeast gonna be able to, oh my gosh, is gonna be able to potentially bring this back. Doing these side Bs a lot of justice as they're gonna be bringing up the percent to 50 and 159 respectively.
It's a really similar situation to what we saw in game 2. Lust got a good early spike, and that was enough to make it happen. Another spike coming through, and Yeast, you can see some emotion coming through there as well with that one. Getting caught by another spike and sending it to game 5. I'm thinking we're probably going back to PS2 if that option's on the table. A little bit less off stage to play around with. A little bit safer to go out there and not get caught by a spike.
Yeah, I would say so, and my god, these spikes. Just, it gives shades of like the Pharaoh adaptation of just swinging at a disadvantage and it working out as he's just going to be eating so many different spikes today off stage.
All right, going into it, it's PS2 once again, pushed to a game 5, something that you would not have expected if you were looking at the winner's side set. And Lust starting us off here, getting a clean 35 for that quick combo.
Yeah, and hopefully getting more, but no, messing up the combo just a little bit. And just eating a little bit of percent, but, you know, starting to get a little bit more damage on the board, thankfully.
Great up tilt to start a combo going, but the bat within, that ever-useful tool for Bayonetta, helping Lust out of a bad situation. The back air not going to hit the sweet spot. The up air going to catch, but not kill. Another one coming through, bouncing Yeast around, finally going to break through with a Thrupper. And trying to start a chain, but the bat within again. This all-present tool that Bayonetta gets to use.
Yeah, I think there was an attempted call-out on the spot dodge, but it was a little bit late as spot dodge was able to get through all of the up tilt. Another tech chase attempt, but instead going to be missing, and Lust is going to be able to get the forward throw to be able to secure the stock.
And that is a good show of the adaptation that Lust has brought in throughout this set. A lot of the tech chases have been out just like that. That's why Yeast went for the neutral B in the first place. Going for it again there and finding the reward, finding the back air too, and just like that, it's back to even.
And getting through with that air dodge. Yeast going to be able to make it back, but eating a little bit of percent on the way. But Yeast now getting these side Bs, getting this damage, and hopefully going to be able to secure things relatively soon.
Looking for some options here. Oh, goes for the Witch Time. It does get around the grab and the pat within one more time just to get out of the Thrupper. Man, that thing is so good in so many situations, especially against a combo character like me, Brawler.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting it to work out that way because they feel truer than they actually are. And oh, barely missing that up smash is Lust, but gonna be able to get a good amount of damage. 148 to 76. Just needs a little bit more. Oh, barely missing that, but still gonna be eating a fair. Yeast trying to secure this and is gonna be able to. Max Rage gonna be sending Lust to tournament stock.
Like a fox just sitting there waiting for the back air opportunity. Does manage to find it. Now has to build up this lead. A good start with the side B. But you can see Lust not adjusted to the lack of rage. Trying to find that back air and going very wide with it. Great opportunity for Yeast to find something. The air dodge off stage not helping here. Just playing that defensive neutral. Letting Lust be the one to approach. Do something crazy. And then capitalizing on it. Finds the down throw. Finds the air dodge. Not going to find the read on it though, unfortunately.
Yeah, and just trying to secure the stock forward throw. Not going to do it just yet. Too far away from the blast zone, and these burst options just not coming through. 190. This is just one up B away from finishing it just like that. The rage was just too much as Lust could not finish it whatsoever.
Like you spoke it into existence with perfect timing. That up B. Taking things cleanly for Yeast. I think a little surprised that set went as close as it was, and the double fist bump. You know it's a sign of respect if you forgot that you fist bumped the first time and just go for it again.
Yeah. For sure. And, you know, this was so back and forth, but Yeast, like, when he was winning by quite a large margin.
Yes, incredibly so. Yeast, whenever a lead manifested, it stayed there pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, like the 3-stock game, that was just a perfect example of just like how well Yeast was able to hold things down. Jeez, 160 just going off there, not getting a trade like the other games, but you know, Lust was able to show signs of life, getting so many spikes and just really bringing things together in terms of adaptation, but it just wasn't enough, as I feel like the advantage went to Yeast, especially because of the stage pick at the end.
Right. I mean, Lust, a really good adaptation, especially from that winner's side set. Didn't get anything happening there, and now pushing it to game 5. That within what the ever-present tool. I called it out multiple times because it kept saving Lust. All those multiple times it came through. That is a situation where another character without that option probably would have died. But Bayonetta having access to that tool did a lot. And by the hairs of the chinny chin chin, that up smash did not connect right there. Unfortunate for Lust.
Yeah, and now we're going into grand finals. We are going with Yeast on the loser side and Pharaoh on the winner side. And, you know, I want to see more adaptation from Yeast. Pharaoh was definitely playing for the player a lot more, and that was what was working out for him.
Yep, let me get back into camera frame here. Sorry, I was getting comfy watching that one, leaning back, enjoying it. Wish I had some popcorn or something. Just